Would the WHO consider Taiwan's membership? Hello?
I'm sorry, I can't hear. I couldn't hear your question.
Okay, yeah. Let me repeat the question.
No, that's okay. Let's move to another one then.
Right, because I'm actually curious on talking about Taiwan as well, on Taiwan's case.
We decided to give Dr. Aylward another call to follow up.
And I just want to see if you can comment a bit on how Taiwan has done so far in terms of containing the virus.
Well, we've already talked about China, and when you look across all the different areas of China, they've actually all done quite a good job. So with that, I'd like to thank you very much for inviting us to participate, and good luck as you go forward with the battle in Hong Kong.
W.h.o considered Taiwan's membership. Hello?
I'm sorry, I can't hear. I couldn't hear your question.
Okay, yeah. Let me repeat the question.
No, that's okay. Let's move to another one then.
When Aylward was asked about Taiwan, he stalled for close to 10 seconds and avoided a reporter's question. But the reporter persisted.
I'm actually curious on talking about Taiwan as well, on Taiwan's case.
We decided to give Dr. Aylward another call to follow up.
And I just want to see if you can comment a bit on how Taiwan has done so far in terms of containing the virus.
Well, we've already talked about China.
Aylward is an Assistant Director General at the WHO and is a Canadian-trained epidemiologist. Ever since the pandemic broke out, he has constantly sung China's praises.
I left inspired and with a deep admiration for, the common Chinese people that I worked with. If I had COVID-19, I want to be treated in China.
Lin Shejia, the CEO of the Foundation of Medical Professionals Alliance, lamented that the WHO has been deeply poisoned by Chinese influence. He said he believed that once the pandemic was over, each nation would seriously consider how to reform these kinds of international organisations that have been heavily infiltrated by China.
The WHO official's awkward interview has become a hot topic of debate. U.S. think tank and senior advisor for Asia, Bonnie Glasser, tweeted that Aylward's refusal to answer the question and rudely cut off the interview was despicable.
I believe that this administrative official's petty little tricks have made it clear to everyone that their ways of doing things are wrong. The WHO loves to make much to do about nothing. Taiwan is such a beautiful word. Given that the WHO flies off the handle at the slightest provocation, it ought to change its name. It should replace the W for world with a different word.
It's
like the saying we have here in Taiwan, he's got the garrison command in his heart. They've got China in their hearts. 30% of the WHO's funding comes from Europe, 21% comes from the US, and 19% from Japan. And these three areas are currently being ravaged by the epidemic. Everyone should stop and think about whether the WHO needs reform and what aspects of it are inadequate.
Last Sunday night, the WHO released a response to the controversy. It said, the Taiwanese caseload is low relative to population. We continue to follow developments closely. WHO is taking lessons learned from all areas, including Taiwanese health authorities, to share best practices globally. It remarked that the question of Taiwanese membership in WHO is up to WHO member states, not WHO staff.
We have the ability and we are extremely willing. We are willing to work shoulder to shoulder with other countries to protect public health. The WHO should consider allowing Taiwan to participate in the global epidemic prevention system.
The unfolding pandemic has not only highlighted the strengths of Taiwan's healthcare system, but also the oppression Taiwan faces on the international stage.
Would the WHO consider Taiwan's membership?